Hello everyone, this is TTR again, and let's just go back to Venus and to, I guess, not dying, or trying not to die. So we left off in a situation when we are running out of power, dehydrated, starving, and pretty much making steel. Right, this door's not going to open. So one downside of having a manual airlock, it's pretty much the fact that you might open the wrong door. Let me charge the other battery. Let me open this one, and let's just try not die. So a bit of water, oops, a bit of food. Right. While we are inside, we're gonna empty this tank. Actually, both of them. Right. So we can venture out a little bit further or longer. Since we're doing steel for battery, we'll need to have electronics printer. I don't think I have enough iron anywhere. No. We don't. So what we need to smelt is iron. There's a little bit of gold, there's a little bit of copper, but we definitely need to go also mining that battery just run out of power, which is somewhat fine. Oh, I forgot I have those here. For a split second I was thinking maybe there is a copper or so. I'm gonna leave this iron for cables. We need gold, we need all the other stuff. And this is why I have the manual airlock, because this is dead. I have no way of charging it. I will need to start swapping batteries if I have or not. Not the most optimal way. Why there is... Oh, it looked like it's a storm, and I'm like, there shouldn't be a storm over there. Like, it's not right. The battery's dead over here. This is dead. This is definitely nowhere close.
Oxygen critical.
Right. I need to go mining. Like I said multiple times. Iron, gold, definitely. Coal. So let's start from this. That's fine. Iron is here. Right. It's copper already. Okay, it's fine.
Oxygen critical.
Gold was next to... Oh, hello. That's weird, you couldn't pick it up. Normally when you drill on a loose ore, it's supposed to pick it up, but didn't this time. Gold. So what we will need after we're gonna get steel, obviously heavy cables and some transformers. That requires copper and gold. Not the biggest problem, obviously. Right, this should be enough. And now vast amount of swap this around. Coal, as much as possible for time being. We need to pretty much do a little bit of work right now before we will be like having less grindy scenario or situation.
Oxygen critical.
Yeah. So better drill, but not now.
Oxygen critical.
Not now. Probably knowing myself, I will be like, delaying, creating the better drill for like quite a long time, and then I'm just gonna go, why I wasted so much time with, this crappy drill. Like, it should be long time replace this. Also, I'm gonna like run out of battery very soon, but that's fine. Actually, this tiny starter drill is somewhat okay on the battery life. The heavy one is just goes like madness. Right. Oh, there was a gold over here. Obviously, I forgot. I'm gonna just throw you. Those can charge. I can just close this one.
Oxygen critical.
It's 155 megapascals. Just ditch some of those. $500. Oh yeah, I know where. See. Let me get this for a second and just luster here. Right. Does not make huge difference, but it makes.
Oxygen
It
critical.
makes a bit difference if you actually start looking on this one, right? We have now 1 megapascal. Pressure a little bit over, so obviously the pressure drops, so this is why increasing, and this is going a little bit faster. If I'm gonna remove it, there is very insignificant situation, but you can see this sort of almost stops. Well, it's going up, but there is slightly difference. Like, in a code, in game code, actually, there is a difference for it, just tiny bit. Right, while we are here, I'm not gonna smelt silicon, I'm gonna smelt that ore.
Oxygen
Iron.
critical.
Right, and obviously this is gonna die out on the battery. Actually, I just go. I really don't care about this coal for the time being. Maybe even I'm gonna do that gold with it. There is silicon, there is iron. There is already missing water. Speaking of water, I'm just gonna go, and I think this is the food one is this one. I'm just gonna grab it as it is. Come on. Up. I'm pretty sure if you will be like on any Celestia budding to this, like hopping with a crate in front of you, it would just like break legs or something. Or some other stupidity. I'm quite convinced this is what would happen. How are we going? 600. Still quite a lot to go. Let me see if I'm gonna burn. Yeah, I'm gonna burn it. I'm not gonna take a chances because the arc furnace also works. So it's 300. This is 3,000, 4,000, and this can go beyond. Especially that I'm planning to.
Oxygen critical.
I might do it, might not. We're gonna see it. Turn off. Right. Let's flash it a little bit. We need this up to how much? I can remember steel. 900. Yeah, that's gonna take some time. I'm gonna need
Oxygen critical.
gold over there still. How much this is? 22. Go away. Go away. I'm gonna go and definitely start working on my gold. The reason is, like I said, transformers and heavy duty cables are something that, God, is something that
Oxygen
we need.
critical.
Yep. Where the cable went. It is charging. Oh, here, right. Yeah, 5010. Looking on this. Yeah, that wasn't good. My bad. Like always. That's yeah, nothing good. Okay, anyway, I'm rambling, obviously. Uh, what did you expect? Can I get in here? Like that? I know I should be able to do this. Yes. And this is why you have those doors. Obviously, I might be not able to move now. Can see. Yeah, it should be fine. Because actually I can squeeze with the crate. As stupid as this, it is actually very, very helpful. Get this air out. You can close yourself. Right. What we were needing here. We need 20 iron. Yeah, go. Start building it. That's gonna take some time. From here, we can take actually everything except silicon, which will be going out first for some reason. Right. All of those gonna go to electronics printer because the battery and all of that is the most important part. And meanwhile, I'm just gonna do what is the most reasonable thing you can do: drop everything on the ground and pretend it's fine. No, it's not. Right.
Pressure critical. Oxygen critical. Pressure critical. Oxygen critical.
Okay. I'm gonna need the canister later on and a bottle filter. Filler, not filter. I'm thinking about filter because I have a water filter, like, for the main supply, and it was leaking recently. And the most funny part was like when they were installing, the guy was saying, "Oh yeah, I never had issue, no one reporting them leaking." I was like, "Yeah, it's good to know. Knowing my luck, I will be the first person that it will be leaking, right?" Yeah, because my 5-year-old decided to pull it and kind of rip off the hose from it. I didn't notice that one. I didn't know that it happened. So when the servicers came to house, like, look at me, and it's like, "What did you do to it?" It's like, "I didn't do it." Working with the people and customers, like, "Yeah, I know how it sounds, right?" And then he said, "No, no, someone probably pulled the whole, box from it." And then I just like realized one day my kid was playing next to it, and I was like, "Yeah, yeah, blame on the kids, right?" Stop doing that. Iron. We need a few iron sheets. We'll need a bit more later on. I'm gonna swap the bottle. Right, great. Actually, you know what? Thank you. And we're gonna go and just start constructing this one. Bit of cables and back to the welder. You're gonna stay here. Wait. I knew I'd had them somewhere. Go away. Right. So let's just insert all of this. Right. What we will start this is 2 transformers, because that's sort of good. Actually, I can be able to make 1 only. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna get another one later on. Cable coils. Yeah, do all of them as much as you can. And do you have iron? Yes. Do me some lockers. Because we need to like keep this clean somewhat at least. Because otherwise this will be like big mess of everything. Why aren't you? Um, so there's like another discussion I was reading, like those
Power
lockers
critical.
are more efficient than the open one, like versus doors one. They're not. 2 reasons why. This costs more, and this give you 30, points that you can put it. For 2 of those, you get 36. Footprint, they are equal per amount of items. But in the past, those one have doors, and in the past, those doors could kill you if they squash you like in a corner, right? So no, thank you, game. If the little bit of a wonky door can actually murder you, I prefer to have, this. And I know someone gonna go, but no, listen, no buts. Uh, I went through this one multiple times. No. What I don't need temporary you. Obviously, I'm gonna be going away with this one or parting this. Battery stays. Iron walls go away. Temporary. Just grab this, and then everything else from a lander actually needs to come back over here. You're still doing cables? Yeah, do those. Do those. It's fine. Actually, no, it's not fine. I probably will need more of resources for the battery, which is gold, copper, steel. Yay! I need mine and smelt more gold, obviously, before I actually do anything. That's closed. Let's open. Let's just go away and put more coal into it because that wasn't enough, obviously. But we're getting there. Let's just blast it away. Yeah, one more. Good news is the when you have a 2 furnace setup, right? So one is actually for degassing ores. You actually degas it, and then you keep like the 1 megapascal, a little bit above 1 megapascal, 900 Kelvin, and you can smelt all of the basic ores out of the problem because they just require lower temperature and just like 1.0 megapascal. So 100 kilopascals. But even that, if you just vent them and a little bit heat up the furnace with the atmosphere that is, outside from Venus, you're gonna smell them out of the box, right? How we going there? Yeah, let's just put you there while we have it. And just turn off the filtering. Like you could see, this effectively was ticking up so heavily. Now this one is just heating up. This is why the pressure increased, right? But the tank does not really go down. Also, it's heat up, so yeah, there's a problem over there. But yeah, I think I can actually still smell you while the rest is happening because what was it? Iron is 200 watts, which is fine. Uh, great. Keep charging if you can. Oh, beautiful. Kill this. I don't care if that battery dies. Open.
Hydration critical.
Sweet.
Oxygen critical.
Close. Give me that. Go in. We have steel. We have 400 units of steel. And we just smelted gold without, pretty much any problem. We're also gonna smelt this copper. I'm gonna actually turn off those heaters because they shouldn't be needed. Sweet. Now we actually cooking. Pretty much literally. You stay. Yeah, you stay as you are, and we're gonna go back to our miserable house, and we're gonna get straight off the bat. I'm gonna say 2, if not 3 batteries. The reason is I could go with 2 at the beginning, well, 1 even at the beginning,
Oxygen critical.
but I know from the fact later on as this grows, 3 will be something that will be able, or that will be required to survive that. Let me just go that, and no battery, and you go there. And if I remember correctly, it requires 4 iron sheets, right? Each of them. So we're gonna get another 1 only. Because reasons. Because we move all of the iron around. That's fine. That's fine. At least we do 1. Or I'm gonna move the iron later on in a second. This will take a little bit, right? This is gonna take a while. Cable color. How much we have? 19. That should be pretty much nice for 2 batteries. And then we're gonna move everything if we need to. But that's fine. We're getting there. Slowly we're getting there. I'm gonna close this. Gonna turn it on and just empty my tank while I'm here. It's a good habit to do that and just, have it empty, have it. You don't need to think about this, right? As it goes.
Oxygen critical.
How much we are here? I think I'm just gonna go as this goes. I'm gonna leave, get some more iron. Yeah, we'll need definitely more because we need to have frames over here to fill up because otherwise we won't be able to put the batteries and all of buildings over there. Mm-hmm. Somewhere over here.
Oxygen critical.
Okay, I still need to smelt it, so let me just keep running. Ooh, I never closed this. Ah, damn it. That has pollutants now. Okay, I'm gonna deal this within the airlock. So if you click open canister while it's in your suit, it's absolutely fine because it auto closes itself. But if you're gonna do this on one that I had now in inventory, it's gone. Like, it stays open. But I'm gonna vent it inside the airlock and that should be fine. While this is happening, let me go to the lander. I don't want to know. Let's just add this, right? And let's just leave it as it is for the time being.
Oxygen critical. Hunger critical.
Right, I'm gonna leave you as you are now. Turn this off for safety. Right, vent you. Close. Turn off, and let's just get in. How many are you doing?
Oxygen critical.
Leave now. Give me another transformer first. Right. I need... Okay, there is battery, there is another batteries. Nope, wrong place. 11, 12, that's what, 17. Let's just do 18. We're gonna
Oxygen
use
critical.
8, 10, so let's just go with 5 frames. Or at least 2 more. I need to pull them, yeah, on these 2. And I'm gonna go another furnace. I need 30 iron. Yeah, okay, later. Everything is gonna wait over here.
Oxygen critical.
I don't need you. I don't need none of those for time being. Right. So what we're gonna do now is do a little bit of rearranging a few things over here. Let me just place this frame one over here and one over here. It just drives me nuts when I'm just falling over there into the ground. You are unconstructed at all, I think. Damn it. And you're out of battery.
Critical.
No, that was constructed already, okay. So I'm gonna take one of those iron sheets from that frame because we clearly don't need it to put over there. Okay, now I can take you. Don't run away. And let's just, whoops, fix a few things over here. Right. Whoops. Right, so we have a battery over here, and the way I'm doing it, you have obviously battery input from this side and output over here, right? I will be having my input line going on the back of the frame, so over here, and output this way. And like I mentioned in the beginning, here is like walkway, so I'm just leaving this empty. So I'm gonna put one of the battery over here. You can wait temporarily. Another one, I could just stack them next to each other, but there is a button to turn on, so I'm gonna just make this little bit of a space. So another is over here. Now, I know how much actually it's gonna be, so it's pretty much the 3 small grids, so there will be spacing or how much footprint they have, right? So there is a space over here, like here, right? And then there is another battery coming this direction, 1, 2, and there is like space over here. The reason I'm actually counting this is the solid generator. It's on this pretty much tile and also going back, right? So there is a space for third battery. Let me just weld the batteries at the moment. Whoops, here's one, here's second, third one gonna come along later on. And I know it might be a little bit of annoying of the breeding, but believe me or not, that saving of the resources is actually quite, decent thing. Now we're gonna connect those two, and we're gonna do here. Actually, that's one. That's the second one. I hope I'll have enough cables actually. Yeah, I did it upside down, or front to back.
Oxygen critical.
Right. Definitely have not enough cables to cable both of them. That's fine. It's not the problem. Like, have it. I'm gonna leave those two as they are. There's a little bit of explanation later on to those.
Oxygen critical.
Especially this one. Here is a transformer, and here is one. Obviously, I cannot place it because of this APC, which is no problem because we won't be using it anymore. Right. So, here is this one, and so on. And while we add it, let's just charge that battery. Now, if you have one battery, stack of 12 or 13 coal is what you're gonna max it out. So keep in mind that one, right? When I'm gonna connect the second one, I can put more. 3, it's actually when you drop whole stack and you have something that drains the battery, it's something that actually gonna make the coal not being wasted, right? So if the stack is, let's say, 12, for that matter, if 12 units of coal is what actually is taking that battery charge to fill up one of the small batteries. 2 batteries will be 24, 3 batteries will be 36, 4 will be 48, right? But I'll be having some later on devices that we constantly turn on, mostly the cooling over there for all the time. So if I will be still coal dependent and I'm just gonna go and throw a whole stack of 50, the waste of it's small if non-existent, right? But in this situation, I just want to preserve it a bit. What we have over here is the second APC controller that's going to be used in the solar panels very quickly. Or maybe it's more than 13. Do we have anything else connected? No. But yeah. I remember, I think it was 13. I need to double check it. Maybe it's 16. Can't remember, but usually I had this thing to just toss 12 at one go, and that's it. Actually, hold on. This is how much cable we need. I need another 10 plus another battery. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just put the third battery over here and have this sort of prepared. And yes, and let's just deal with the everything that's happening around, right? Like the pretty much battery that I'm about to lose charge of it, or my sanity slowly. I mean, you all probably also, right? We are in a vacuum. Just start this. I'm gonna put that one over here, that one over here. Right.
Pressure critical. Oxygen critical. Pressure critical. Oxygen critical.
By the way, if you didn't notice, while I'm pretty much tapping right mouse button during the eating or drinking, it's actually you consume it faster at the time. Right, we need that battery, and then I want to take that steel and move it to pipes. And pretty much next thing will be working on a cooling system.
Oxygen critical.
Solar panels, all of that will wait for time being. But we're gonna start working a little bit on the cooling system. Not really for this, but for everything else. The reason if we're gonna have actual cooling system, we'll be able to cool down the and recycle the oxygen that we have here. It's pretty much majority of the thing what we're getting in the waste tank is an oxygen, so that's how we're gonna extend it our life, and we're gonna be slowly going into realm of a trader. Now let me just fix all of this. And let me later on get some lights here. I'm gonna be putting here in this third shelf things I'm definitely not gonna need, or I'm not planning to use. That one battery might stay here for time being. Yes. Now, some time ago, you could pretty much sell anything to trader, like any kind of crap to any of the trader. They're pretty much buying everything. So there was easy way of doing money by you just like produce what they called motherboards, right? Like logic motherboard or whatever. It was costing like just gold and copper, and it sells for like 1200 credits each. Right now you can do it. The two ways to make money out of traders is to just have smelted ores. Like I found silver was one of the most in a price from the simple one, and electrum was also decent. I think let me just get cable coils. Electrum was like 4 credits per unit, and silver was 3 credits per unit. So it's quite quite lucrative, I think, especially on Venus, because silver is abundant, right? And getting silver and smelted, it's very easy. Uh, Gold is a little bit harder, so I always like found it just to deal with selling silver. But at one go, I had like so much electrum on one of the runs. Like I don't know, it was like 2,000 of electrum, and just took it, smelt it all, like sorry, to sell it all. Didn't even bother mining. I just bought like gold and silver for a fraction of this price and just create more electrum and sell it more in a loop, right? We will be doing something like this just to get ice to for our water. And that's another thing, right? Buying ice is actually dirt cheap. When you get the trader, they're quite rare, and selling them as a gases, especially I think volatiles or oxygen, maybe one of those two. When they're cooled down and so on, they are actually quite lucrative. If I remember correctly, it's almost 10 times, 10x of a price markup between just yes, between getting the just crush the ice, filter it out, and keep it on low temperature, right? If you crushed it, it's already on a low temperature, so sort of that's it, right? We're gonna put it over here. I think I will be able to reach that button. If not, I'm just gonna remove the solid generator and deal with it. But yeah,
Power critical.
no, you don't. Um, right. Let me just finish this battery. Yeah, I need to take the solid generator for time being. Uh, Sort of, I could move it maybe. I just don't like it. Things being like squashed next to each other. Some people don't mind it. I don't know. It doesn't feel right for me. Same as this hole doesn't feel right, but life. You cannot have everything we wanted. Oh, almost. Yeah, the buddy who always said you always can have everything we want, and then he pretty much goes with pitching a crime to you. And I'm like, no, no, man, no, stop.
Hydration
Right.
critical.
And just charge this. What do we have here? More coal. Great. That's actually what I needed. In between, or in meanwhile, I'm gonna just crank this one up. Now, on Venus you start without the laborer, and people go, oh, I need to make a toolmaker. Now you can actually craft one in electronics printer. I'm just being lazy now, like really lazy to do so. Actually, please turn this on. Please smelt it. And what we're gonna do, it's gonna modify this next go, and we create second furnace over here, and we get rid of the arc furnace. That's how we're gonna extend our base as we are, at this stage. For that,
Air tank low.
Yes, because I'm again wasting my air. For that, we're gonna need more iron. Yes, I actually will be building this base only purely from iron frames, and now I have now ability to do steel, and that would be the same thing to do. But just I'm gonna leave it as it is with iron. I'm just also gonna drop this coal, and continue smelting this as we go. Uh, um, is there any frame that will be needing this one? Nope, not this time. Okay, so when we be extending the base, right, we're gonna actually build out here another 2 frames straight off the bat, right? And obviously I won't be venting this one now. The reason for that is even if I'm gonna build like another set of frames and then internally I'm gonna deconstruct that frame uh, to get the room like extended, it's gonna create the atmosphere. It's gonna spawn the atmosphere inside from the world, right? I don't know. It used to not be the case, but I think they were messing something over the last 2 3 years, how the frames and the atmosphere is being spawned because there was some of abuse happening, let's say, of certain bugs. Bottom line.
Oxygen critical.
I'm gonna take you to the end and you. I think we have communications crates also over here to take it. Right, so hide those and let me grab one. But yeah, so it did change how it's actually being frames, the constructed frames, being dealt with regards to go spawning atmosphere. I'm just not like planning to deal with this much. But the bottom line is that when I'm gonna deconstruct those frames one way or another, I'm gonna oh yeah, and the batteries are already full. I'm gonna actually create Venus atmosphere inside. So for me, it really does not like matter at this stage if I'm gonna deal with this one by like don't die. Sorry, I'd made a mistake. I should first vent it. All right. Anyway, so this is actually a problem.
Oxygen critical.
Right. Thoughts. Yeah. So what's gonna happen, grinder, is I will still create atmosphere inside it the same as I just did sort of now. Just now I did because I'm stupid. Yes, I can admit that one. Instead of doing this on some kind of purpose. So instead of doing this like something like graceful one by one or whatever, I'm just gonna brutally saying take the I'm gonna take the frames, move it, extend this base, and vent this room again. Very similarly, I'm doing it right now.
Oxygen critical.
And so that's it. That's the whole concept. Now I need to vent this as soon as possible. Also, I'd like to have this tank being accessible.
Air tank critical.
Fill it up, swap those. Let's just, for no reason, build this. I'm gonna probably deconstruct it in the end and never ever had this airlock finished. Because why would I? Whoops. I'm gonna move those to
Oxygen critical.
not really needing that. Pill is fine to have it. You can be over here. The frame is here. Right. How this is looking? This is looking sane. You can close this. We can close this. Turn this one. Empty the tank.
Pressure critical.
Okay.
Oxygen Oxygen critical.
Just a little bit
Temperature critical.
close. Great. Now, we need, beautiful. We need fill up our outline, and I think the furnace is what we have over here. Yes, so we're gonna create a furnace, and while we have it, now you're in the way again, and it's only my fault. We gonna,
Oxygen critical.
oh, what will be for IC chip? Electron gold. There's steel requirement, but I'm gonna do this later on. Okay, I'm gonna just get the steel out of you. I'll just. Oh yeah, this is why I never put the shelves on this side. I forgot. Yeah.
Oxygen critical.
Yep. Pipes. It's way too quiet, right? um, One time I remember someone said this game needs music because it's so quiet, and I think if it had any music altogether, I would just like, nope, thank you, turn off. Bit of the solitude, I think, is something that is nice. The reason I'm replacing those pipes is if I ever had atmosphere, I don't want this external atmo to leak temperature. Sorry. And I'm gonna just get a little bit of those pipes, and as we go,
Cognition low.
oops, my bad, my bad, my bad. We're gonna replace some of the piping around the furnace, and build the second one, which is also over here. For that we need iron sheets and loads of chutes. From sheets we need only 4, 3, 4. And I know 10. How this is going? 6. Do we need? We just need effectively them on the bottom, so I think about 8 is fine.
Oxygen critical.
Just because I like even numbers, this one will be odd. The moment I said this one, I actually, hold on, I just put some over here because I'm dumb. It just started grinding my gears like in the head. It's like, no, make it more, make it even. It's like, stop it. Anyway, I think we're gonna just wrap it up after I'm just gonna build this furnace, and that will be it. I know it seems like very grindy because of the building of a building of a mining. I cannot even think today. Apologize for that. I'm gonna just go and start building frames. That will be a bit over 10 frames. It's fine. We're gonna actually get more equipment later on for that. Let's just finish what we started. Well, we started everything. Let's just start finishing this. Save power. I'm gonna take this one out, and right. So this construction is sort of gonna stay as it is. I'm gonna leave this vent over here. Do I want to leave it? Yeah, I'm gonna move it slightly, but I'm gonna leave it in general, right? In case I just wanna vacuum the atmosphere from that place, Right, I don't really care about what it is now because for most of the reason it will be 1 megapascal and will be very static. Like mm, this setup will like not really help you with some of the advanced, like obviously stellite and all of those. Forget about them, right? But this setup will
Oxygen critical.
allow you to smelt pretty much. Well, invar and constantant, it's possible, but it's difficult because with 3 heaters you actually get to, and the amount of pressure you're gonna get to a certain point, and then this part, this face on of a furnace is gonna bleed all of the heat. So for those two, I actually just use traders and just buy it, right? I have no problem with that one, right? What I'm gonna do here, although it's just like
Oxygen critical.
an habit, but I never use it. I just put the junction over here in case I will want to inject something without bypassing the furnace. No, that's stupid because that's actually, yeah. Sorry. Having it is a little bit pointless. Let's just do normal shoot. Actually, let's just do this a little bit differently. I'm gonna put those shoots later on. I want to have access to those, so I'm probably gonna put shoots above and drop it over here. Now, how we want to set up this one? About this, I might be even a bit of cranky funky and just do this here. And just gonna go. Just actually, let me put you here this way. So this is our
Oxygen critical.
furnace that we'll be using for degassing. Hold on. Yeah. Just mhm. So we gonna go corner. Since this doesn't need to be insulated, we're just gonna use this. And
Oxygen critical.
that's wrench. There we go. Like I said, I'm not planning to capture any of the gases. Some people are gonna say that's wrong. I did play with setup that was capturing gases and it was uneventful. How are we gonna do this? I'm gonna do this just like this. For time being, inlet.
Oxygen critical.
Right. Right. So, yeah, there is our simple setup. This can be salt. Those will be used later on in the solar room. Right, so the simple ways to use it is keep this open, that one is closed, and throw it over here. This is gonna pretty much degas the silicon and fly it over here, process it. Right, and silicon requires 900 kPa, which is gonna turn those, and because it was the gas in the other furnace, it's now have a little bit too much gas because we also tossed some other parts, other ores earlier on, the gold that we smelted. But I pretty much want to keep this in about 1 megapascals and 9,000 Kelvin. Whoops, close it. That should be fine. That should be pretty much bang on. We have almost run out of health. I'm gonna just quickly mine a little bit of a gold over here. Would prefer like a full stack and jump for a silver and just quickly do electrum. Yeah, that's fine. Silver was over here. And we're gonna do another stack quickly before we gonna pretty much hit 25. Oh yeah, we did. Silver is like easy peasy. How much we going? 940, 50. Let's just get metered on. Because we have now the transformer over here, I could actually install a fourth, which I actually might do because there won't be anything else over here. I could actually put 5, but let's just leave it with the 4. Just in case I did something stupid to put light on it, which
Oxygen critical.
it's actually more possible than anyone would thought. It's like, yes, this is dedicated line for smelting. So what's supposed to do here? Lights. One of the things I actually hate in this game is lights. They are so inefficient. That is just ridiculous. Okay, let me just get this as soon as possible. Right. In meanwhile, I can close this. I can actually throw the 50 of a gold
Oxygen critical.
and 50 of a silver. Actually, it was green. The reason is you can smell gold
Critical.
just with the Venus atmosphere if you actually start degassing. I think if you do it like 8 in one go, this is what you're gonna get. You're gonna smelt it. I'm gonna blast this a little bit. Yeah, that should be fine. Do we? I'm gonna actually go.
Oxygen critical.
And it's a habit from playing on stationary difficulties. When you have 25% health, that's like Q to run into airlock, right? On lower difficulties, it's might be okay, but still,
Pressure critical. Oxygen critical. Pressure critical.
I wouldn't be just chancing it, right?
Pressure critical.
Let's just put
Oxygen
more.
critical.
Let's just have this clean up. 16. Yeah, not much, but yeah, sure, why not? I'm gonna go and drop you somewhere over here because I think there's not enough iron. But yeah, we will be doing frames in a second, but that will be on the next episode. I'm just gonna go leave you running, gonna get the electrum, and that's it. How we are here? Yes, we can just close
Oxygen
this
critical.
or shut down those. There is our silicon, yes. And here will be our electron. And while this empties, I'm just gonna go and deal with iron. Yeah, 100 of electrum, not much, enough for now. Get me iron, but yeah, this is how we're supposed to be smelting.
Oxygen critical.
we go. And I'm gonna leave it over here. See you next time. Cheers.